Hey, welcome back to Mr. Mick's Classroom. Today we're going to talk about SMART goals. So with SMART goals, what we're trying to do is come up with a goal, but we want to make sure we have it written down and it's realistic. And that's the whole idea. Instead of just saying, oh, I want to save some money, or oh, I want a new computer, or oh, I want a new car, we want to be specific about it. And so that's why we use the SMART goals, which is an acronym standing for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. So when we have all of these elements, we have a real goal rather than just saying, oh, I'm going to save some money. Because when you do that and you don't have it time-bound, you don't have it measured, then you never really get around to it. You got to know specifically how you're going to accomplish that goal. Otherwise, are you really going to accomplish that goal? So here I use a goal example. So rather than just saying, I want a new computer, I'm going to say specifically what I want. I want to save up for a new MacBook, right? And then I'm going to say, for measurable, I'm going to say how much I'm going to save up. Because if I just say I'm going to save up, but then don't start taking steps for it, I'm never really going to achieve my goal. So here I'm going to say, I want a $1,400 MacBook. So that's what I'm going to save up for. So now I know what it is that meets my goal. Because if I don't have it measured, then I'll never know if I really met my goal. Did I actually meet my goal, yes or no? And I would say this goes with finance as well as anything else. It's the same with athletics. If you're trying to get your 5K time down, you want it measured. Don't just say I want to get faster. Say, hey, I want to be able to run a 5K in 20 minutes. So I want to reduce my 5K time by 3 minutes. Same thing. So here, there's my measurable $1,400. So I know what I got to achieve. If I don't get $1,400, if I don't save that, I didn't achieve my goal. Attainable, I'm going to save $140 a month. This shows me how I'm going to do it. How do I plan on meeting this goal? $140 a month. And again, if you don't have a plan, then you're never going to get to your goal. Realistic, this is the one that often gets a lot of people. So I teach personal finance in a high school. And the realistic ones is what throws people off. And this is saying, what am I giving up? So in my last video, I talked about trade-offs. And you're always giving something up, and we got to recognize that. If I'm saving $140 a month for my new MacBook, I am giving something else up. Maybe it's $140 less I'm putting into my emergency savings. Maybe it's something else that I'm trying to give up. In this case, I'll say, okay, my emergency savings is where I want it to be, so I can let off the gas on that a little bit so I can get my new MacBook, because I need a computer and I want to get a MacBook. And that's the other part of realistic. It kind of helps you find out when you realize that you are giving up something else. If you're spending $140 a month to save up for your MacBook, you are giving up something else, and you always have to recognize that. That's true with all your purchases. So then the last part is time bound. Again, when do you expect to achieve the goal by? So if you just say, oh, I want a new computer, but you don't say how much it's going to cost, you don't have a measure, and don't say when it's achieved by, then you're never really going to meet your goal. You can't even determine whether you met your goal or not. So here you say, I'm going to save up enough to get it in 10 months. And then you'll know if you're not meeting your goal, if you're not saving that 140, and by the time 10 months rolls around, if you didn't save up for it, you know you didn't meet your goal. If you didn't save up the 140, you know that you did. And that's the key. And again, I would say this SMART goal, this is not just for finance. I'm a personal finance teacher, so I use a financial example here, but you can use it with a lot of other things. I would use SMART goals in any type of goal, any long-term or any important goal that you're trying to make. Now, when you also want to reevaluate this, you want to say, hey, is this realistic? Am I giving up too much? Is $140 too much to give up each month? And if so, then you got to go back here and evaluate, okay, maybe I don't need a MacBook. I like Mac, they're great, but maybe that's too expensive. Maybe I'd be fine with a Dell for $700. And then I only have to save $70 a month. And that's one of the things that's why SMART goals are so important, because it helps you identify that. Is this truly realistic? Am I saying $140, maybe I'm trying to give up too much each month, and $70 is more realistic for my budget? And only you know that. Everybody's budget's individual. But again, this is SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. And again, all important goals. Anytime you say, hey, I'm going to do something, or when you're making your New Year's resolution, if you've done that, put it in a SMART goal, whether it's finance or not. Maybe it's exercise related. Maybe it's, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds, or maybe you want to gain 10 pounds. Say when you plan on doing that, make it measured, make it attainable, make it realistic. Hey, thanks for watching Mr. Mix Classroom. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my page. Give me that thumbs up. Take care.